Welcome everyone, and thank you very much for joining me in this special video. In this video, guys, I'm going to talk to you about a company that is the next best thing after SpaceX. In fact, I have talked about this company many times before, but it is again at a very attractive price. And I'm going to prove to you also how so far I've been able to predict the price of this stock being at a low price and saying, okay, this is a good entry, let's get in, and being able to exit it with really good profits. Only there's a big difference this time around. In my opinion, personally speaking, for me, it is not a sell anymore. So it has already reached a really amazing, attractive price. Can't ever obviously predict the bottom, right? But this is really good. This is a really good price, and it's not a sell anymore. And I'm going to show you in this video the reasons why this is a hold now. Now, when I say hold a stock, I mean it. And you might maybe want to, I don't know, I'm not saying do what I say, you should never do that, but maybe you might want to pay a little bit of attention, because I'm the guy who said way back for SMCI Super Microcomputers, when it was trading at $35.82, I did a YouTube video back then, and I said that this is a buy and hold. Well, the stock is over $1,000 right now. So like I said, we're going to focus, guys, on the space sector. Getting an early jump into the space sector is going to reward the investors who pick the right stock. So if you get into the right company at the early stages, you can be highly rewarded. We could have gotten way earlier, but you had to be an institutional investor getting into these companies before they're even public on the stock market, and you have them at really cheap prices. Fine, but that's okay. Right now, what's trading on the stock market is a bunch of space companies. And no, I'm not going to talk to you about Sidus Space Technologies. I'm not saying it's a bad company, but trust me, it is not the right time to be in this stock. This company has done like 2 public offerings for sure already. They had their shareholders sell last year over, I don't know what it was, like 200,000 shares. They've already done a reverse stock split. So I would stick away from Sidus Space Technologies, guys, unless you just want to somehow day trade it. SIDU, I know it was hard not to sell today, and for those who didn't, congratulations, you will be rewarded. Congratulations, because after that, Sidus Space Technologies announced a public offering. SIDU have accumulated 11,000 shares this week, hoping this takes off like SpaceX will. Guys, I wouldn't listen to anybody online who says I buy 25,000 shares. Hey, I just loaded another 50,000 shares and all that stuff. That's a bunch of crap, in my opinion. And no, it's not going to be like SpaceX, because they're totally different companies and they offer totally different things. Here's my favorite though. SIDU, buy the dip and average down. Wait for the upward trend. All right, so the company I want to talk to you guys about is Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab is a much better company to investing in the space sector, in my opinion, than the rest that are on the stock market. And Sidus Space and Rocket Lab are totally different companies in the way that they approach the space sector and their product offerings. Now, Rocket Lab has actually been something that I've been tracking and calling a buy since $2.29 on my Patreon, back before I even had a Discord. But anyways, going back on January 19, 2023, I told my newly Discord members at the time that Rocket Lab was a buy at 228 on the Patreon, and those Patreon members who were still there, they know it. And then we sold it at 425. On February 15, 2023, again on Discord, I called Rocket Lab a buy at 424, and we sold it at 513. On March 17, 2023, I called Rocket Lab again at $3.90 a buy. We were able to sell it at $4.09. And then on August 4th, 2023, I sold the rest of those shares at $7.07. In fact, so far, guys, I have been 100% successful. 100%. If you're in my Discord, you know it's not a made up lie. I have been 100% successful in getting in and out of Rocket Lab profitable. I haven't lost one trade so far in Rocket Lab. And at the time in 2022 and 2023, it was an easy get in and out, because you knew that the company, well, I knew from the research that I did, that the company just wasn't ready to take off as a stock. They still had money that they needed to raise. They didn't have yet a lot of orders. They still were working on a lot of experimental work to get better rockets and all that stuff. So valuation always works. The valuation guys, they come and they always correct things. So I knew that was going to happen. But now we're in a different phase, guys. It's 2024, and Rocket Lab is not the Rocket Lab of 2023 or 2022 or before that. I believe that now is the time to, personally speaking for me, just hold your shares and that's it. It's over. If you want to get in and out on anything else, fine, play with other stocks. But this one, no, I'm done. I'm buying, I'm holding, I'm sticking with it, and that's it. Just like SMCI back then when it was at 35. So on December 18, 2023, I make my final buy in Rocket Lab. Right now, the stock is trading at $4.45 in the after hours. There's no worries, nothing, no stress. 17 hours ago, guys, Viasat and Rocket Lab partnered to showcase on-demand low latency data relay services for LEO satellites. So Viasat selected Rocket Lab to support its NASA CSP program demonstration of multi-band space relay capabilities. That's just one partnership and one deal. Doesn't make Rocket Lab the best stock to hold right now just based on that, right? Obviously, there's going to be more I'm going to show you. Here's something more powerful. Rocket Lab says contract backlog tops $1 billion, outlines Neutron progress towards its first launch. Rocket Lab did not have a $1 billion backlog order in 2022. They did not have progress in the Neutron rocket yet, neither in 2023. They are now a company that's getting orders, they're getting contracts, they have a $1 billion backlog order, they're gonna have the Neutron progress ready to go in advance to that. And so with all that being said, looking forward in 2025 and beyond, people are gonna look back and say, wow, I remember when Rocket Lab used to trade at $4.48. So Rocket Lab is making steady progress on the development of its Neutron vehicle. The company reported fourth quarter results that saw the contract backlog soar to over $1 billion, and the space company reported net loss of $50 million. Rocket Lab unveiled spacecraft bus lineup, and this was on February 27th. So updated family of advanced spacecraft delivers speed, affordability, performance. Analyst forecast, guys, for Rocket Lab is at $7.88. So looking into the analysts more detailed, they give it a low of $5, an average of $7.88, and a high of $10 US. When it comes to revenue, it's pretty awesome because we know from their over $1 billion backlog order that this company is set to make more and more revenue each year going forward. In fact, they've been growing their revenue since 2021 when it was at $62 million. 2022 revenue goes to $211 million. 2023 they ended at nearly $245 million. So beautiful increase in revenue. The gross profit is at $51.4 million. The operating income is negative $177, and the net income negative $182 million. At some point, they obviously have to work on that net income, and they also have to work on the cash burn, and they also have to work on how they can lower the possibility of raising money in the future with it affecting the shareholders, obviously. So those are risks. And those are risks that go across the board in all of the companies who are trading on the stock market that are involved in the space sector, because the space sector is very, very expensive sector to deal with. And these companies, they need to raise money. SpaceX, for example, still doesn't stop. Just recently, I think it was last year, they had a capital raise, right? And SpaceX has been around for a long time. They're very legit and all that stuff. But you see that these companies do need to raise cash. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about Rocket Lab. And if you want to join my Discord, the link will be in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and have a great one. Take care, everyone.